We've got high hopes for this contest with these two fighters. Should be a really good matchup. I'm Todd Grisham. Alongside me is Johnny Nelson.
Looking forward to this one, Todd.
And now it's time for the tale of the tape. Roy Jones Jr. He tipped. It's Roy Jones. Amir Khan, one of the finest fighters Britain.
This bout is scheduled for 8 rounds of boxing. Fighting out of the red corner from Pensacola, Florida, here is a middleweight, a super middleweight, a light heavyweight, and a heavyweight champion of the world, Roy Jones Jr. Fighting out of the blue corner from Bolton, England, here is the Olympic silver medalist, one of Britain's youngest ever professional world champion, a unified 140-pound champion of the world, introducing Amir King Khan.
You can tell both of these fighters are exuding confidence as they touch gloves, and here we go.
Todd, it's a pleasure and an honor to be here at this venue. It's going to be something special.
What a great venue, and what a great matchup. We're expecting an all-out offensive display. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. Jab does not score. How did he absorb that hook? There was so much hype surrounding this match. I wonder if it can actually live up to the hype.
You have certain fighters that are born for this, that are made for the big crowd. And look in that corner right there, that is that fighter right there. They have elevated, lifted, it's like they're not touching the ground. This is what they were born for.
This has been a very competitive round as we reach the midway point.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. She's like a match made in heaven.
Cannot throw out a lazy jab in this fight. Will get knocked out. Straight right just misses. Perfect counter shot. Do you believe what we're seeing? And he just missed with that left jab. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Talk about Roy Jones in that last round. And a round that seemed like an eternity for them. Finally. Well, we've just taken a big breath, and here we go again. So the fight will continue. How do they turn things around?
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to bluff it. They've got to come out now and style it out. Get on the back foot, jab, rest on the jab. Be smart and pop until your legs come back. Then put the pressure on.
If you're a counter puncher, then basically you do the counter attack. You let them get their punch off first, and then you answer in kind.
Todd, I understand what you're saying, but you've got to be on this. You've got to be on it. You've got to be a pro. You've got to think light. Concentrate.
The straight right just misses. Every time they throw a shot, they get countered. Both of these fighters have had their moments.
Very close match. It shows the skill, the discipline, the respect both fighters have for each other, because no one dare do anything out of turn.
Swing and a miss with that hook. shot. Straight right, just misses. And he just put Amir Khan down. Let's talk about Khan in that last round. What a huge momentum swing that's going to be, considering that round will be 10-8 after the knockdown.
I love the response, though. Got back up, took a deep breath and thought, right, brush it off, get on with the job.
The bell rings and we start the third. Got to get the momentum shift coming their way. What can they do here?
What a heavy knockdown. How are they going to come back from that? They staggered back to the corner. They've got to freshen them up, alert them again, get them back on point again. This round, they've got to coast around. Don't get involved. Give yourself another 3 minutes to get your head clear.
Johnny, a lot of fighters focus on their defense with their hands up. This fighter focuses on their defense with their footwork, moving on those angles, staying out of danger.
God, this is what it's all about. Hit and don't get hit. Jab, move, pop, slip. Use your footwork. Drive your opponent crazy.
Throws the jab, but it doesn't score. Only catching air with that hook. Do you believe this? Can you believe it? Roy Jones Jr. is on the back foot now. Oh, wait a minute. Total domination with 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Roy Jones in that last round. So it's plan B time after being knocked down in that round.
Can make or break a fighter.
The referee calling for seconds out as we get set to jump back in the action. And there's the bell to start round 4. Should we be surprised if these two fighters go the distance tonight, considering how much they've emphasized their physical fitness? Needs to put some combination work together. One punch is good, 2 punches better. Right when you think the pace will slow down, it picks up. This is not how the story was supposed to go for Amir Khan. No, we don't see a knockdown.
Defense, defense, defense is everything because they got shot once. They know they can get caught again. So for now, just defense. Work on defense, blocking and stopping and shooting.
What a round so far as we've reached the halfway point.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I got to respect both of them. More than happy.
Well, Johnny, I know it's still early on, but have you been surprised by anything you've seen?
Look back in history. Sugar Ray Leonard against Roberto Duran. The first fight, Sugar Ray Leonard.
Oh, hold on a second, Johnny. Oh, boy! Amir Khan, dazed! We almost saw a knockout a second ago, and now they're going toe-to-toe.
Got caught sleeping on the job. What do? You step back, steady yourself, recompose yourself, then boom, back.
A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Let's talk about Roy Jones in that last round. That bell could not have come soon enough for this guy.
Wow, it's like two different leagues.
There's the bell to start round 5. So not the best round, but let's see if they can turn it around here.
That was a tough last round. Now you've got to make sure he doesn't put it on him. That's what he's going to try and do. So tie him up, hold him, lean on him. Don't get drawn into a fight. Not yet. Not until your senses have come back.
Who's willing to go where the other fighter won't? Walk away from each other and then run right back into trouble. When are we going to see a jab from these two? In the early rounds of a fight, you'll see two boxers feel each other out, test each other's power, and I think this boxer has decided I can walk through anything that lands.
The middleweights are the best you can ever come across. Obviously, the glamour weight is a heavyweight, but the middleweight is the size of the average man or woman. When you get in there and you're letting the shots go, you've got power, you've got speed, you've got pace. You can stand, you can dance, you can do everything. We can look back in history. You know the amazing fights at middleweight are ridiculous. That is what writes our history books.
Some real good back and forth between these two fighters.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
We wanted action, and they are giving us action. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Roy Jones in that last round. Well, there was no doubt about who won that round.
As long as they don't get complacent, you think this is too easy. If they keep this same kind of...
Let's start the 6th. This fight has been very one-sided. What are we going to have in this round?
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
It's all offense all the time. Well, just a couple rounds left, Johnny. What's your assessment so far?
This can be so frustrating when you're under such a fast fighter. Fast fighter that can throw 3-4 shot combinations before you've even let one off. That creates frustration, and that's when it gets hard.
Neither one of them wants this to go to the judges' scorecards. Can they figure out the combination to this safe?
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them. More than happy.
Both men step back for just a moment. The jab doesn't quite connect. Puller right there. Amir Khan is rocked. Keeping those gloves up, the guard high, paying dividends as it seems that moment of trouble has passed.
Green Days now needs this.
Very close round with 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Roy Jones in that last round. You know that bell was sweet music to his ears.
You know what? I've been in fights like that. When you're thinking, come on, bell, ring away. You walk back to the corner like you've just seen the sun.
Clearly his opponent was too much for... Well, the corner has thrown in the towel, and that will do it. It's time for the talking to stop and the fighting to start. This should be good. It's the incomparable Deontay Wilder.
This bout is...
These two have certainly talked the talk. Now they've got to walk the walk. And that's the opening bell, round one. Both men step back for just a moment. Good-looking jab. Straight right just misses. The sun is blazing this afternoon, and these two athletes are going to have to find a way to deal with it.
This is taking boxing back to its roots. Outside, where you've got the crowd there, you can hear everything. You've got the breeze of the wind, you've got the heat of the sun. You know when you're doing this? Your feet are on fire. They're on fire in the ring.
Got out of the way of that right hook. Back and forth they go in this round. The momentum continues to shift.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them more than happy.
Misses with the jab. The courage on display here is incredible. Nice counter. Just when you thought we'd see a lull in the action, here we go again. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Roy Jones in that last round. As bad as boxing judging can be sometimes, there's no doubt who won that round.
I seriously hope the judges kept their eye on this fight, because if they haven't, there's going to be absolute uproar.
Here we go, round two. Who's going to land the first big shot? Last round, complete domination. Let's see what we have in store for us here.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing, because you've won that hands down.
This fighter's completely content to sit back and let you make the first move. That's where they thrive.
They have got great ring IQ. Counter punches are the best.
No rest for the weary. There's a counter shot. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. Good fight so far. Both of these fighters have had their moments.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. She's like a match made in heaven.
And this is incredible action from both of these heavyweights. This slugger isn't interested in winning rounds. He just wants to win the fight. And he's not going to do it on the scorecard, Johnny. He needs a KO.
They've got to be very wary. If you're in with a slugger, they will fight all night for fun. They'll stay in your face. They are naturally tough and strong and aggressive.
A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Talk about Roy Jones in that last round. Well, we know they've got the advantage so far, but how does this match get turned around?
You can't leave it up to the judges. It's up to you as the fighter, and the cornerman's got to put a firecracker on that fighter. Get out there and get the job done.
On to the third. Well, there's no doubt about who won that last round. Let's see what he has for us here in the next one.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing, because you've won that hands down.
All right, hook misses. Let your hands go a little bit. It's okay to be aggressive now. This fight is all about distance for this man, and you can see he's using that length advantage.
This is poetry in motion. If you've got a great jab, if you've got a long reach, I know, that was me. I'm admiring what I'm seeing here.
Figure out the combination to this safe.
A very close match. It shows the skill, the discipline, the respect both fighters have for each other, because no one dare do anything out of turn.
Off the charts action from both of these fighters. You can tell he's stronger, but he's not faster. Missed him with that uppercut. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Let's talk about Roy Jones in that last round. Well, it's no secret who has the advantage after that last round. Let's see what they have in. Here we go to the fourth round. Coming off that great round, let's see if they can build on momentum here.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Positives and negatives in the heavyweight division are the same. You can win the fight with one punch, and you can lose the fight in one punch. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. Unlucky to miss with that uppercut. One punch could end this fight for either of these two heavyweights.
Midway through the fight, if you are tired, this can be the loneliest place in the world. If you cheated, now we're going to find out.
Tough to be a judge in this fight as both fighters have had their big moments.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
They better start respecting each other's punching power. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there would be some more action here. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Talk about Roy Jones in that last round. Here we go in round 5. Who's going to land the first big shot? They've got all the momentum on their side after that last round. Let's see what they do here.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
One punch changes everything in this division. It's the heavyweights.
Because you've got a good chin doesn't mean you've got leather skin. It means you can still get caught. So you've got to go for those pointed areas over the eyebrow, the cheekbone. You've just got to try and cut them, skin them, go for speed.
When are we going to see a jab from these two? You'd like to see more jabs. Those who thought this would be a mismatch, you are sorely wrong.
Very close match. It shows the skill, the discipline, the respect both fighters have for each other because no one dare do anything out of turn.
These are heavyweights, but I tell you what, that hand speed and footwork, they look like middleweights.
Todd, look back in history. Sugar Ray Leonard against Roberto Duran. The first fight, Sugar Ray Leonard tried to fight, stand there toe-to-toe with him. The second fight, he thought this guy's aggressive. He's nasty. He'll do everything to get the win. I've got to box him. I've got to frustrate him. I've got to humiliate him and show him how good a boxer I am. That's the only way you beat an aggressive.
Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Talk about Roy Jones in that last round. That was almost a 10-8 round. Complete dominance.
Dominance, without a doubt, make it look so easy.
Here's the bell to start round 6. Coming off that fantastic last round, let's see if he can keep his momentum going.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything worked. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Misses with the jab. Needs to put some combination work together. One punch is good, two punches better. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. In the early rounds of a fight, you'll see two boxers feel each other out, test each other's power, and I think this boxer has decided I can walk through anything that lands.
What a gift. What a gift it is to have a chin where you know you can walk through anything and everything. When you let those shots go, and it's just bouncing up and they're walking you down, it's so demoralizing. It absolutely breaks your heart. What else can you do?
Back and forth they go, neither fighter willing to back down.
Perfectly matched. Skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them more than happy.
So close with that uppercut. Punches being thrown to the wind. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Let's talk about Roy Jones in that last round. They've got them up. And there's the bell for round 7. This fight has been very one-sided. What are we going to have in this round?
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
There's nothing quite like a big heavyweight fight. Everything can change with one punch.
You've got to be courageous when you get in there with someone that's bigger, stronger, and faster. You've just got to use brains.
They're both trying for a knockout. The straight right just misses. Been a very competitive round between these two.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. She's like a match made in heaven.
As we enter the final frames of this bout, Johnny, what have we seen so far?
How do you deal with an aggressive fighter? What you do is you fight fire with fire. You either give it them back because that's where they're comfortable, or you play calm, play cool.
Just misses with that uppercut. Do you believe what we're seeing? Talk about Wilder in that last round. A borderline disastrous round, but he's still on his feet.
They believe their fighter has it in the tank.
And there's the bell for round 8. Let's see if they can shake off the cobwebs after a disastrous last round.
I have no idea what they have left. How do you come back from something like that? Not twice? Where's your head at? Where's your energy levels at? It tells you you've got nothing left.
You'd like to see more jabs. Deontay Wilder rocked right now. He's in some serious trouble. And down goes Wilder. Can't believe they managed to beat the count, but that could be the last hurrah.
Hard, he's up. I'll be surprised if he makes it back to the corner. And if he does, will he get back up from the...
Down goes Deontay. You heard that right, ladies and gentlemen. A knockout victory and one of the biggest surprises of the year.
A knockout victory? That's not a knockout victory. That is somebody saying, I'm here, I've arrived. Try that again, it will happen all over again.